Good morning, children. Welcome to Mahila Samaja online classes. This is continuation class of Our India Physical Diversity. So session number 2. In the previous class, we have studied about physical divisions of India, the northern mountains in that Himalayan ranges, and the characteristics of Himalayan ranges, advantages of Himalayan ranges. So next is how the rivers are polluted. Next is the peninsular plateaus. So in this class we are going to discuss about the remaining concepts. So let us discuss one by one. Children, the first concept is coastal plains. Now let us study about the coastal plains. So let us see where they are located in our country. Observe the map. The western coastal plain lies between the Western Ghats in the east and the Arabian Sea in the west. It extends from the Gulf of Kutch, that is Gujarat, in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. The eastern coastal plain lies between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. It extends from the Gangetic Delta in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. Okay, so observe the map carefully. Children, both the coastal plains of India have major ports. Kandla, that is Gujarat, Navi Mumbai, Navaseva, Maharashtra, Marmagova, Goa, Navamangaluru, Karnataka, Kochi, Kerala, Chennai, Vishakhapatnam are the major ports of India. So these are the major ports of India. New Mangaluru port ranks 9th in importance. So it is called as the gateway of Karnataka. So what do you call that? It is called as the gateway of Karnataka. Okay. Children, the next one is the important features of the coastal plains. Fishing is the main occupation of the people living in the coastal plains. So most of the people eat fish and prawn. So what do you mean by prawn? It is one of the type of fish. Okay. Paddy, arcanut, coconut, cashew nut, cardamom, banana and vegetables are grown here. The use of boiled rice is very popular in this place. The houses here have steep sloping roofs due to heavy rain. The gently sloping strip of land bordering the sea, usually composed of sand and gravel, is called as beach. This is the important features of coastal plains. Children, next is desert of India. Children, already you have studied about in the previous class about desert. So in this class we are going to discuss in detail about desert. Locate the state of Rajasthan on the map of India. One can notice that a large part of Rajasthan is a desert, right? This desert is named as Thar Desert. A part of this desert also extends into Punjab, Haryana and Gujarat states. So look at the map once you refer in the textbook. Okay, children. Next is features of desert. A desert is a vast. So what do you mean by vast? Very great in size, huge size. Okay. A desert is a vast, dry and sandy area with a very little vegetation. The temperature is very high and climatic is very dry. Scarcity of water due to Scanty. So what do you mean by scanty, children? Scanty rain. So limited rain or insufficient rain. A fertile area in a desert is formed where the water comes up to the ground surface. This is known as oasis. So once again I will read. Observe. Scarcity of water due to scanty rain. So scanty rain means insufficient rain. A fertile area in a desert is formed where the water comes up to the ground surface. So this is known as oasis. Okay. Those plants and trees which have special devices to withstand the long drought conditions are grown here. They are scrubs, cactus, acacia, thorny bushes, etc. So these type of plants can grow in this desert area. Okay. So right side, observe the picture. This is the desert area. Okay. Children, state of Rajasthan in India have large part of desert. This desert extends into Punjab, Haryana and Gujarat states. The dry climate and the hot sun causes a feeling of severe burning in the body. To some relief from the heat, people wear long robes and turbans. Okay. So observe the below given pictures, how they are wearing the clothes. Okay. So in the right side, it is related to desert area. Okay. Children, lack of water and the blazing sun determine the type of desert animals. Camels are able to survive in the desert because they have broad flat toes which are comfortable to walk on the sand. Their humps store fat and sufficient amount of water which lasts for many weeks. Camels are useful for transporting goods and carrying passengers in the deserts. So that means camels are very useful for transporting goods and passengers from one place to another place in the desert areas. Okay. So that's why camel is known as ship of the desert. Okay. There are some salt lakes in these deserts. They are known as playas. Okay. What do you call that? Playas. And the Sambar lake is the largest salt lake in the India. So observe the picture. Observe the picture of camel. Children, next is rivers of India. There are many river systems in India. They are one of the natural resources. There is diversity in their origin, direction of flowing and volume of water. Thus, the rivers of India can be classified into two groups, so such as rivers of North India and rivers of South India. So let us discuss one by one. So first one is rivers of North India. The major river systems of North India are the Indus, the Ganga, the Brahmaputra and their tributaries. Most of them rises in the Himalayan mountains. Okay. The famous ancient historic and pilgrim centers are situated on the banks of these rivers. For example, Delhi, Agra, Varanasi, etc. Children, the famous ancient historic and pilgrim centers are situated on the banks of these rivers. For example, Delhi, Agra, Varanasi, etc. So observe the below given pictures. Rivers of South India. Next one is rivers of South India. These rivers can be divided into the east flowing and the west flowing rivers. The important east flowing rivers are the Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna, the Kaveri, the Palar and the Pennar. They flow southeast and eastwards and join the Bay of Bengal. The important west flowing rivers are the Narmada, the Tapi, the Sharavati, the Kali, the Netravati, the Zuari and the Periyar. They flow westwards and join the Arabian Sea. These rivers are short and swift, suitable for the generations of hydroelectricity as they have rapids and waterfalls. So in recent years, the rivers, especially the Ganga, Yamuna rivers have been heavily polluted, which has affected their purity. So this is about the rivers of South India. Children, next is the climate of India. India has a tropical monsoon type of climate. So what do you mean by tropical? Tropical means wet climate. Okay, wet climate. The term monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mausim. So what do you mean by mausim? Mausim means periodic. Periodic means climate or weather. Okay. The speciality of the climate of India is that it changes from one season to another season. That means, for example, winter season to rainy season or rainy season to summer season, like this. Okay. So hence we can see the diversity in the climate of India. There are 4 seasons in India: winter season, summer season, southwest monsoon season and retreating monsoon season. The weather changes from time to time during the day. Sometimes it is cool, another time it is hot and sometimes it is cloudy. Correct? So like this the climatic will be changes from one season to another season. Okay. The movement of air over the earth's surface from high pressure area to low pressure area is called as wind. The winds which changes their directions from one season to another season, so it is called as seasonal winds. So what do you call that? Seasonal winds. For example, monsoon wind. Okay. So this is about the climates of India. So observe the below given pictures: rainy season, summer season, winter season. Okay. Children, recall what you have studied in this unit. The natural environment of India is very beautiful, right? We should appreciate its diversity, its changes. Okay. India's climate needs to be appreciated. So the climatic conditions are changes from one season to another season, right children? We should protect our resources and prevent their destructions through harmful human activities. Children, by this we have completed this chapter. So after watching this video, once you go through textbook, okay children, by this we have completed this chapter. So now note down the home assignment. Answer the following questions. First question, name the types of seasons seen in the Indian climate. So second question, define oasis. Third question, name the major ports of India. Fourth question, write few South Indian and North Indian rivers. So thank you children.